Hi guys! Happy Friday! So here's the deal. We're getting towards the end of summer and I think I missed my opportunity to go to a carnival. And that really sucks because I have really been craving a corn dog lately. I'm a total junk food junkie, and while I have been trying to do better lately, I promise you that I can really mess up some carnival food. So today, since I couldn't actually go to a real carnival, I thought for Friday's food recipe, we could make corn dogs. Mini corn dogs specifically. So let's get started. So I'm gonna start by mixing up, nope, I'm not going to. I'm gonna start by warming up the oil. So I'm using canola oil. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I feel like everybody's a little bit different, like what they think is the healthiest oil to use. I know Jordan was under the assumption that vegetable oil was better, right? Because it says vegetables, but I feel like I read somewhere that vegetable oil is actually the worst oil. So, and then I've heard maybe sunflower oil is the best, or like olive oil, but I don't know if you can use olive oil to like deep fry things. I guess regardless, deep frying anything is really not gonna be healthy. So pick whatever oil tickles your fancy. So I have about 2.5, maybe 3 inches worth of oil in this pan. I'm going to start heating it up and then we're gonna move on to our batter. So we're gonna start with 1.5 cups of yellow cornmeal. So there's a half, 1.5. It's gonna make a lot of batter, dude. Next, I need 1 1/4 cup of flour. And I know I don't measure flour correctly, okay? Don't give me grief. I don't want to hear it. So there's a half, 1, ooh, I just made a mess, and 1/4. Next, I need a 1/4 cup of white sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, a generous pinch of salt, and at this point we are going to mix together all of the dry ingredients, and it should look like a very soft yellow when you're done. Now we're going to add our wet ingredients, so I'm going to add in 1 3/4 cup of milk. There's 1. I'm just going to guess the 3/4. Okay, 3/4. I'm gonna stir that up really well, and then I'm going to add in 1 egg. Then I'm gonna add in a tablespoon of olive oil. And a tablespoon of honey. All right, so my batter's done. I'm gonna clean up a little bit, change out my camera battery because you're about to die, and then we'll get back to assembling everything and then frying it up. And we're back. So my oil is starting to shimmer, so I'm pretty sure it's good to go. My batter's done, and this is a trick that I learned quite a while ago actually. So if you use a glass, just pour your batter in the glass, and that way you can get, I guess, a deeper dip, if you know what I mean. You'll see. You'll see. Now, I decided to use some plant-based hot dogs. So these are from a company called Light Life. Of course, if you're not vegetarian, you can use whatever you want. I mean, gosh, if you're feeling real special, you could do brats if you wanted to. So I'm going to cut these bad boys in half because these are going to be mini corn dogs. Then I'm going to be using lollipop sticks. So I'm going to take one of the halves, and I'm going to stick it right in the center and get it pretty deep in there so it'll actually stay on. Especially when you're dipping it, this has a pretty hefty pull to it. So we're gonna dip it in and just give it a little twist and then pull it out like that. And let any excess drip off. All right, and there you go. And I'm gonna be using tongs to lower this into the oil. You're gonna wanna work very fast, especially when the batter's like, okay, like before the batter is cooked, it's very, very loose. Is that the word I wanna use? Probably not. So you'll see it puff up and it'll start to brown. And once it gets like a nice golden brown, you'll take it out, And I have a paper towel lined pan here that I'm gonna be putting my finished ones. If you have like a proper cooling rack, that would be pretty dope. You could definitely use that. And when you're frying these, they are gonna be biased to one side, so you may need to use your tongs to kind of twist it so it's properly cooked on all sides. And there you go, guys. There's our first corn dog. So once you get a rhythm going, you could probably get some multiples going at a time. So I'm gonna do my thing, and I will see you when they're all done. And here they are, look at, oh my God, they're like perfect. Oh, I'm so excited. Ooh, I just need to grab some ketchup and some mustard, and we're gonna try this bad boy. A little bit of ketchup. Ooh, it's a little runny. Should have shook it up more. And some mustard. Ooh, boy, here we go. It's like I didn't even miss the fair. Vegetarian hot dogs are so good. Alright guys, well that was it for today's recipe. I really hope you enjoyed. Of course, if you did, make sure to leave me a thumbs up. If you tried for yourself, let me know down in the comments what you thought of it. If you didn't enjoy this week's recipe, I'm so sorry to hear that. Be sure to tune in next week. That one might be right up your alley. And on that note, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. It's the easiest way to see all my new videos. And that being said, guys, I will see you the next time around. Bye!